Triplet, aka Officer Keep It Real. I just wanted to go live real quick to say what's up to everybody. I know that I hadn't been on here in a very long time, and just wanted to give everybody an update and say hello to everybody. Nothing pressure, nothing bad's going on or anything like that. I'm just at home chilling. I'm in my bedroom in my sweats, just chilling, just taking it easy. And I just said, you know what? I had not been on in a very long time. I just wanted to jump on here and say hi, just give you guys a quick update. And everything's doing well with me and everything. But I do want let everybody know that I think it was in like I said, y'all. I'm just really informal today, so y'all just gonna have to excuse me. Like I said, I'm just at home chilling in my sweats. Um, I think it was uh February, end of February, March, beginning of March. I officially retired from law enforcement. I'm not, I'm not doing it anymore. Um, and I can say, reflecting back on my law enforcement career, it's been a huge part of my life for so long since I was like 20 and a half years old. Is when I got started off in law enforcement, stuff like that. And 30 plus years later, it's just crazy. But, I'm proud of the years that I have served. I've met a lot of good people. I've worked with a lot of wonderful people on there. I've met a lot of good friends in my time on law enforcement. And, and I built some lifelong friendships from law enforcement or whatnot. So, like I said, it's been a good roller coaster ride for me. But, I think that sometimes in life and over the years, um, you got to make a decision of when to bounce when it's right for you and not when you have to bounce when something's going on. So, for those of you who think that maybe there's something going on or I'm in some type of trouble or something like that, none of that. None of that. No investigations, no nothing like that. Just, like I said, I'm just tired of it and I like to leave when I'm on top. And not that I feel like I'm on the bottom or anything like that. But it's just that time to go. And everybody knows when that time is. But like I said, over the years, the experience, I've met some great friends, in this, and personally, and personally in life, in my perspective, over the years, I've lost a lot of my family. Like I lost my brother Jerry just recently to cancer, and I lost my sister May about 5 years ago to cancer. I lost my brother David to cancer, and and those experiences has changed how I look at life. And I think everybody's got to go to that point to where um you've got to say that what, hey, it's time for a change. And I'm at that point to where I'm like, what, it's time for a change, and I'd rather leave now when I want to leave rather than when something happens. There's a lot of officers that could be injured out here. There's just about a billion different things that can go on. So, um, again, it's just that time. Like I said, made a lot of great friends, and I can tell you guys, life is short. When you go through things like that, like losing family members and stuff like that, it reminds you that life is just it's too short. It's too short to play around with. It's too short to not do what you want to do and when you want to do it. And I'm not saying to go out here and be foolish and just quit your job and just live on hope. I'm not saying that at all, but what I'm saying is that if you can afford to do it responsibly and do your dreams and aspirations, then that's what I would encourage you to do to everybody out here. You know, um, but I could tell you this thing, life's short. It makes you stop and it makes you look at yourself and what really matters to you. And for me, it becomes about my peace, my purpose, and building something meaningful in my life. And my mental capacity, my mental state, very, very important to me. And it should be important to you guys out there also. And I hope that it is, because you only get one of these things called life, and you get one of these things called your mind. And you got to do what absolutely positively makes you happy. And like I said, my new focus now is going to be on business. Right now, I'm going to grow the business ventures that I have. Um, I'm going to continue to build companies and opportunities and create uh, freedom and long term impact for many, many of my projects that I've been blessed to be a part of and to go through. One of them are the television network, VH2 Networks. Awesome company, been around a very long time, and I think that doing this, making this move, will give me enough time to do the business opportunities that I want to do. And one of them is the VH2, and a few other business ideas that I have to continue to grow the security company. Like I said, expanding the media with VH2 and stuff like that, and other business ventures that we have that we're going to go through. And I know a lot of people are probably saying, well, what about the comedy and stuff like that? you know and a lot of people has asked me about that, and I don't know exactly where the comedy will go from here, but I will tell you I'm not closing the door on it. But however, I do think that when you free up your time like that, I think that for creatives like we are, for those of us who are creatives, whether you're writing scripts, whether you're an actor, whether you're a singer, um, or a comedian, when you're writing and expressing yourself and stuff like that, I think it's hard to do it after a 12-hour shift of doing whatever you're doing at your job and then trying to do that. It can be done. I'm just saying it's a little bit more harder. So, what I'm doing, I'm just freeing up my plate, is what I'm doing. And then I'm just letting God say, hey, follow this path, or whatever. But I felt constraint, uh, you know, being tied to a job, and that's just the honest to God truth. I felt constraint. I still love the job, but I just felt constraint doing it. So I'm not closing the door on comedy at all. I think that this will be maybe even a enhancer to the comedy, but like I said, I've just got to go and do what makes me mentally happy, and I've set myself up to where I can do that and still run my businesses and stuff like that. So business growth will hopefully create, the freedom to pursue acting, comedy, media, and I think that the time is right now. I think that it is right for the pickings, and I think that it's just a right time to do it right now. So, like I said, I haven't been on here in a while, because I've just been so busy with running and gunning with other stuff that is just, when you look around, you go, "Oh my God, I haven't been over on here in 3 months or 4 months or whatever." And then you say, "You know what? I've got a whole, you know, I got people out there who they used to watch the show regularly and stuff like that, but just life happens, folks. What can I say?" So again, like I said, I am very happy to announce that right now I really have a peace of mind. That's one thing I can honestly say, is that I am totally at peace. I'm happy. I'm grateful for the journey that I've done in law enforcement. I'm grateful for the journeys that I've been able to build over the years, and I'm going to continue to pursue them. I'm going to continue to um, make it be the best that it can be, and just let it do what it do. You know, will I ever go back into law enforcement? Who knows, right? Uh, but for right now, God is telling me to, hey, move on, do different things and stuff like that. And I've learned to be obedient to the man above, because y'all know we got to listen to him. We're not listening to him. We in trouble. So, and I want to say to you guys that, whatever you're chasing in life, whatever you want to do, don't wait forever to do it because tomorrow's not promised to none of us. Life can change quickly in a second. Take advantage of the moment. I'm not saying go out here and do anything crazy, quit your job and you don't have no other source of income. That's craziness right there. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that if you have the means to to do other things and still keep your income flow in coming in, then do that. Explore that. Take that leap of faith. Because without that leap of faith, you will never know if you can soar or not. Because we're so scared of this and so scared of that. And you know, I got caught up in the same thing because I love law enforcement so bad. But guess what? It's a distractor from the business. It's a distractor from the network. It's a distractor from the comedy. It's this and that. So I'm getting back to the grassroots of things of where I know that I need to be. And more importantly than anything, I would say spend time with the people that you love because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start spending time with the people that I love. And it's just that simple. I have got to spend time with the people I love. I've got, believe it or not, grandkids now and stuff like that. So I know many of you have grandkids out there. We've got to show them that we love them. We got to show them the way and the correct path to go down. So many of our youth today is just going down the wrong path. And I've got a lot of theories on why that is. But like I said, I'm going to do my part. I am at peace with myself, guys. I hope you guys are at peace with yourselves. I hope that you have someone to love. I hope that you have a family to support you. And I hope that this message some way brings a bit of peace to your life to let you see that, you know what? Cops are just regular people too. Or in my case now, former cop, are just regular people too. Like I said, I don't know what the future holds. I believe in my heart that it holds good stuff and golden stuff is to come. But again, I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that I missed you guys to give you a little bit of update about your boy. And if you care, drop a like in the links there, share the link, and you're going to be hearing more from me to come. But I just want to say, I appreciate you guys. I missed you guys, and your boy is back.